Good evening, book lovers of the internet. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Book Nerd 802, and in this video, I am going to be showing you some books which I plan on donating to one of the charities in Malta which helps animals. And I recently made a book haul video where I showed you some books which I bought from the same place to support this great cause. The place is called Happy Paws Booktique, and you can find it in Imsida in Malta. It's not too difficult to locate on a map. And I picked 100 books from my collection and I will be donating them tomorrow. I just wanted to show you them all before I get rid of them. They are all in good condition, and the reason as to why I want to give them away is because I either need to make more space, either because I have multiple volumes, multiple editions or copies of the same book, or because I'm no longer interested in the genre or the theme of the books, some of these I bought many years ago, and I just want to make more space, especially now that I have more bookshelves. I want this to feel more like my library. So this series will be split into three parts. A couple of months ago, I believe it might have been about a year ago now even, I also made yet another unhaul video. I'll try to link that in the description along with the location for this place where I will be going tomorrow. But without further ado, let's get started. The first book on the list is 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. The reason as to why I am giving this away is because I do not want for it to be my 13th reason. I could care less about the theme. Next, I have the Magisterium series by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Now, this one consists of The Iron Trial, The Silver Mask, The Bronze Key, and The Copper Gauntlet. Now, this will not all be fiction, by the way. I also have some manga and some non-fiction and children's books as well, which I plan on giving away, which is why this series is going to be split into um, three different segments. Next is Dead Girl Walking by Christopher Brookmere. Then I have The Selection by Kira Cass. Then I have a Jack Reacher novel called 61 Hours by Lee Child. I have another copy of this in a better condition, and that is mainly why I want to give it away because I know that these books are sold for very good prices, and some people just don't care about the condition at all, they just want to read the story. It isn't necessarily coming apart, all the pages are there, nothing's missing, but the binding is a bit messed up. Then I have The Bells by Doniel Clayton. This one was big on YouTube a couple of years ago, but I don't think it is anymore. And I lost interest in it anyway, not my sort of style. Then I have The Maze Runner by James Dashner. Now, I know what you're thinking. You know that I love The Maze Runner and anything related to James Dashner. I have two copies of this. For some reason, I had decided to buy another copy because it was very cheap, and even though I had a copy at home, I just decided to buy another one from a secondhand bookstore, so it's time to return it to another home, I suppose. Next, I have Stranger by Karen David. I don't even know why I bought this one, perhaps because it takes place in Ontario, maybe? Not quite sure. A boy staggers out of the forest covered in blood and collapses at the feet of 16-year-old Emmy, while others are suspicious and afraid Emmy is drawn to him. Is he really the monster the townsfolk say he is? Then 90 years later we have another perspective altogether. One family, two women, a century of secrets, and a timeless love story. Sounds intriguing enough, but I have better things to read, definitely, and I've never read anything by this author anyway. Um, Not about to start now. Next is True Twitch by Susan Dennard. Now, this was also quite big on BookTube a couple of years ago, not anymore. Then I have If I Stay by Gail Foreman. Before I found a copy of this to call my own, I remember borrowing it from the library and I read about half of it. I never picked it up again, and I can't say that I'm really interested in the story anyway. It's about a car accident and the person losing their memory. It's something that I am very accustomed to when it comes to stories and reading, so I can't say that I am interested anymore anyway. Next is this one called Dear Charlie by Andy Gomez, I think. Death should never meet the young, but it did. Thanks to my brother, Death made 14 new friends that day, maybe even 15 if you count Charlie. Personifying death is always interesting, but this doesn't seem like my sort of vibe. Many of these books I also bought for a good price, or they formed part of a bargain anyway. Some of them are still brand new, even, and I am not sad to be giving these away since I am helping such a good cause and creating some space in my library at the same time. Next is Twist by Tom Grass, a more modern retelling of Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens, to my knowledge. Never got around to reading this. I'd much rather just read the original, to be honest with you. Next are two books by this author called Mark Haddon, The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Now, if you have been following my channel for a while and watching the live streams, you would probably know that this is one of my least favorite books of all time. It deals with the topic of autism, and the main character really got on my nerves. I couldn't stand him at all, and the way he was written, very frustrating, and I don't really see the appeal. This is a very, very popular book all around the world. I don't understand the appeal, wasn't for me, and I decided to get rid of it. I know that other people might enjoy it more than I. Then, a book by the same author, A Spot of Bother. I do not really intend on giving this guy another chance, and this one is rather massive. I do not want to waste my time. Next is this one called The Disappearance by Annabel Cantaria. Probably what the title says will happen. Next is Skullduggery Pleasant Playing with Fire, the second book in this series. I have another copy of this, and a cooler looking edition, even though this one is fantastic. The one I have is more up my alley, and I decided to keep that one. But I know that many people love Derek Landy, and Skullduggery Pleasant is one of my favorite characters of all time. Next is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Not my vibe. I do not really like the femme fatale concept, um, romance in general, smut even. I know what this author is all about, and I'd rather not immerse myself into any of her worlds. I did give A Court of Thorns and Roses a go. Wasn't really for me. I'm not sure if I'll pick it up again in the future. Next is Storm of Swords by George R.R. Martin. I have multiple copies of this one, and I'm deciding to give away this American edition. As far as I know, this is the US edition rather than the UK one. Do let me know in the comment section if I am incorrect, by the way. I am just taking a look. Yeah, Bantam Books in New York. Sounds about right. I have another copy, as a matter of fact, an even more cool one. A Storm of Swords Part 2, Blood and Gold. I recall buying this during my first trip to London. I no longer need it, and I know that there are several Game of Thrones fans out there. Song of Ice and Fire, pretty fantastic series. If you do not know about it, give it a go. This is not the first book in the series, but I do hope that the people who find it will have a lovely time reading it. Um, and finally, the last book I will be mentioning in this video is Renegades by Marissa Meyer. Um, did not come across as intriguing, honestly, even though I know there is a whole series, Secret Identities, Extraordinary Powers, She Wants Vengeance, He Wants Justice. It's massive and I have better things to read. I do not really wish to waste my time with yet another series. I am in the middle of too many series as is, and I do not want to spoil that in any way. I'd rather just finish the series I am reading at the moment. But that is all from me for part 1 of my book on haul video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Take a look at the rest of my content because why not? It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully very, very soon. Bye, guys.